Hi students, hope that all of you are fine. I am Vakachan sir, your science teacher. I welcome each one of you to the new class, Standard 9. Unfortunately, we are not able to see face to face. As you know, the deadly virus, COVID-19 virus, had utterly made chaos in the whole world. Slowly, we are learning to live with the virus, and also we are slowly trying to learn our lessons step by steps with whatever digital platforms available. Before I start the first class, I give you some instructions. First, the videos or audios we are sending, please listen carefully, not one time, but many times. Secondly, after the class, whatever the questions we give, that you write in the class workbook, for that you buy a 200-page book. Third, in science, we have to do many activities, experiments, and various assignments. And these assignments and activities, you have to write on a separate book, and is called the activity book. And these books, you complete in time, and you will be checking periodically. So we begin the first lesson. Matter in our surroundings. We begin with the very title of the lesson, matter. What is matter? I hope that you know something about the matter in the lower classes. Please recollect. What is matter? First of all, matter is a substance. Matter possesses mass and occupies space. These are the two basic characteristics of every matter, living and non-living. So what are the basic two characteristic features of every matter? Matter possesses mass and occupies space. A chalk in my hand. Suppose I like to release this chalk into my hand, and that fall on my hand, that does not make any change on my hand, because my hand itself is heavy, and chalk, even though possesses little mass, cannot make any difference on my hand, plus some exerting certain force on the hand. But suppose the same chalk, when it is fallen from a certain height to a piece of paper, you see, the paper is shaken and also it is folded. So, matter possesses mass and it occupies space as well. See, I kept this chalk on a paper. No other matter can occupy this space. It is occupied by this chalk only. No other matter can take the place of this chalk. It needs a little space. Whether it is large or small, it needs a certain space to occupy. So, matter possesses mass and occupies space. Modern scientists have classified matter in two different ways. One, based on physical properties and based on the chemical properties. So, these are the two different ways scientists have differentiated matter. Living and non-living substances are divided based on the physical and chemical properties. I hope that what is physical property and what chemical property in lower classes you may have studied. Physical properties, we mean the physical characteristic. Physics means body. Bodily characteristics of matter. That means the heaviness, the color, the density, and this kind of characteristics are coming under physical properties. Chemical, you know, chemical properties. What are the characteristics, features of a matter chemically? That means how does a substance react with another substance, and what are the chemical characteristics or the properties of substances. So based on that, the scientists have classified matter. In this lesson, we learn more about the physical properties of matter and the chemical properties in the coming lessons we will learn. The first topic given to us for our discussion is the physical nature of matter. And under that we learn matter made up of particles. And how do you know that matter made up of particles? And for that we do a simple experiment. As given in your book, a beaker is taken and 100 ml of water also is taken, and add little amount of salt or sugar which can easily dissolve. And for the sake of convenience, I took here a tumbler in which a certain water is taken, and a little amount of salt. This white powder is salt, and I am adding this salt into water and stirring it well. And initially you may see the particles are moving inside, and as I stir further you see that nothing is visible clearly unless some heavy particles in the bottom of this tumbler. Now the question arises, what happens to these particles? Solid particles of sodium chloride. You know that salt, common salt, the chemical name is sodium chloride, and its chemical formula NaCl. And what happened to these NaCl particles? And these NaCl particles get into the space between water molecules. Then, what are water molecules? Water is formed of minute particles you call water molecules, and the chemical formula is H2O. And if you draw further the diagram, one of the diagrams we will draw here, and a beaker in which water is taken, and then here. So I am showing here for convenience bigger particles of inside the water. Bigger particles represents the water molecules. Okay, water molecules. So even though we can't see carefully, there is space between these water molecules. I have shown here all these are H2O particles. And between these particles, H2O particles, there is minute space, and into that minute space, the dot empty here, dot in between water molecules, and exactly they can fit into these water molecules and occupies the space there. So that's why the sodium chloride particles become invisible particle. So from this experiment we conclude that the matter made up of particles. So we have added little amount of salt, that's matter, and the salt particles disappear when we put that into water. That disappear. So the particles of matter can get into the space between the bigger particles, and that water makes the bigger particles, and that so the H2O molecules that make the water molecules, and into that the sodium chloride molecules exactly fit and they disappear. So matter occupies space, and also that possess mass, we studied possess mass, and they are also made of particles. So the first topic about matter and matter made up of particles. So today we conclude the class here, and then bye.